Happy Saturday, folks. I'm really thinking about this thing that is so prevalent right now. And it's about purpose, okay? I have moved a few different states, okay? I've been in Ohio, I have been in Texas, and now I'm in North Carolina. One of the things that I have noticed, the biggest thing that I have noticed right now in my life currently, is that these moves helped me to position myself for purpose. Help me to understand where I need to be, what I need to do, and understand myself. When I moved to Houston, I thought, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make sure this thing happens. And I fumbled my bag. I fumbled my life. Like, I went into Houston thinking I could take care of JoVonne, but forgetting to remember who my ultimate source is. My ultimate source is God, and that's the one that has awakened me. That's the one that keeps me. That's the one that keeps the synapse happening in my mind and my brain, allows my feet to move, allows my blood to flow, all that type of stuff, is breath in my body, all that good stuff. But I forgot about that. I mean, I kind of remembered in some instances, but then in other instances, like, I still want to do my own thing. And because I went about doing my own thing, it caused me to go through a dark process. It caused me to go in the deepest of the darkest of moments where I was depressed, right? Where I was just, child, I went a week without lights. That's crazy. All right. I went through a whole process where I wasn't loving myself. But then I started to understand who I needed to recognize more in my life. The source, right? I started to recognize who I need to recognize more in my life. And it helped me to move. It helped me to move. When I started making a decision and to going in the right direction, then I was moving in the right direction. I'm talking to somebody here right now that sometimes you may see things not working out for your good. You may see things not coming to pass in the manner that you thought that they were supposed to come to pass. Maybe you have your hand on the situation and you need to let it go. Maybe you need to surrender in the direction of the source who can help you through the process. Okay? In order for us to achieve purpose, there requires movement. In order for us to achieve purpose, there requires movement. I'm going to say that 10 times more. But in order for us to acquire purpose, to move in purpose, there requires movement. I'm not saying move to a different city. I'm not saying move to a different state. I'm not saying move to a different neighborhood. I'm telling you to move. Move. You're not going to see things happen for you if you don't first make the decision to trust the source and follow his lead. If he is leading in one direction and you decide that you want to take another direction, or just stay where you are because it's comfortable for you, you are already being disobedient. This is crazy, but it's the truth. Because you feel like what you can do is better than what God has for you. Y'all. You believe that what you can provide is better than what he can provide. And the thing is, he owns the cattle on 1,000 hills, y'all. Honestly, it's millions of hills, for real. He's the one that spoke and there was. He created you with all your foolishness. He created you. You don't think that he knows how to maneuver situations. And honestly, he don't have to maneuver, because when I think of maneuver, I'm like, you're going to have to try to figure out how to get around. No, he created the path. He already knows it. He said, I set a path before you. Listen, if he set a path before you, yield to that path, y'all. Yield to that path. Yield to that path. What does that mean, to yield to the path? Yielding to the path is, I cannot do this myself. I can fumble my own bag, and I don't. Listen, it might seem cool, but it ain't going to work out just right. But when you say, okay, God, you got this. You got this. I'm going to follow you in this process. I'm going to follow you because, well, you helped me before. I know you can help me again. I know you got this for me. So I'm just going to yield to the path, yield to the process, yield to you doing what you do, because you only do it the best way you can, because that's the way you are. You are always good. So I'm going to yield to that, because I recognize that it may not be the most comfortable thing for me. It may not be the most comfortable thing for me, but it's going to position me for where I need to be. And it's going to cause me to move in purpose. So things aren't working out for me. Things haven't been working out for me. Maybe I'm looking for a job. Maybe my marriage is on the brinks of craziness. Maybe my relationships are just not strong. Maybe my mental health is off. Maybe the thoughts that I think of myself are not strong. Maybe it's just so many things that my kids are going crazy. There's just so many things that are just against me in this season. Maybe that's you, I don't know. But what I'm telling you is this. Give your life to the source. Give your mind to the source. And go to therapy when necessary. But give your mind to the source. If you think things are out of whack in your mind and your mental state of being, work on that thing. People are going to say, well, just pray about it. I'm not going to tell you just to pray about it, because there's things you can do more. God works in ways that you can pray, but then you also go to therapy. You can read some scripture. You can listen to things that constantly get you to place the believing of yourself and all that stuff too. But I'm telling you, surrender to the source, and the source will lead you to the right things. The source is going to bring about some resources that can help you. Maybe it's a therapist. Maybe it's a life coach. Maybe it's a certain strategist that can help you through the different processes that you are feeling stumbling blocks in. But I'm telling you this, when you yield to the source, y'all, when you yield to the source, you're going to be able to find the peace and the purpose and the passions that have been inside all along. Everything we need, literally, everything that we believe that we should have, everything we need and everything, that a lot of the stuff that we need is already inside of us. All we have to do is tap into the source, yield to the source, submit to the source. Close our eyes and say, source, go with it. You got it. Close. I'm on a roller coaster. Jesus, take the wheel. Whatever you got to do, you've got to do in and through me. Y'all, that's what purpose is. And I hope this is a message that has blessed you. No, the thing is this. It's not even about hoping that this is a message to bless you. I know it has. What I want you to know is there's action to be taken. There's steps to be made. Take this first step in trusting the true source. God bless you, and I'll talk to you soon.